Welcome to another tutorial. My name is Devon McNeil and I'm about to show you how to set up an email server. So first we're going over to our search engine and we're going to type up HmailServer. Then after we click search, we're going over to download and we're going to click on the latest version. We're going to download the latest version. So we're going to click on that. Wait for it to download. Great, it's just downloaded. We're going to click on it. I'm going to click run. Then we're going to click yes. Then we're going to click on to next. You're going to accept. Then you're going to click next again, next again. Ensure these are all selected. Even though it's supposed to be selected by default, you can double check. I'm going to click next again. I'm going to click next again and then install. I already have this program installed already, so I'm not going to click install, but you will need to click install. After done install, you just need to close, cancel. Well, close. I will have to cancel and I'm going to click on to yes. I'm going to launch my HmailServer now and I'm going to click on connect. I'm going to type in password, which is admin with a common A. I'm going to click on OK. And before we add a domain, we're going over to our C drive. Then we're going over to Windows. We're going over to driver. So let's look for, no, my bad, system 32. So we're going over the system 32 and then we're looking for drivers. We're going into the etc. Going to click on that. I'm going to right click. I'm going to open with Notepad. So I'm going to wait for this to load. I'm going to select Notepad. I'm going to open it. We're going to put a space right next to localhost. I'm going to put now our domain that we want to choose. So the domain I'm going to use would be, let's say, Devon email.local. I'm going to click on save. Then I'm going to close. Wait. Okay, so you have to save it first on your desktop. I will have to save it on my desktop first. I'm going to click save it. I'm going to rename this. I'm going to click save. Yes, replace. Going to exit off. Sometimes you may just need to click save and it will replace this folder. However, I will have to drag over the folder back into and drag back the text document back into the folder here. However, I already did it. That's it right here, so I wouldn't need to do it over. But in this situation, you will need to do that, right? If you're ever asked to if your system is telling you can't save it into here, just save it outside on your desktop and rename it and then put it back into the folder. So I'm going to close this off and I'm going back over to my HmailServer. I'm going to add a domain, and the domain I'm going to add is the domain that we just typed in the in Notepad. So which was Devon email.local. I'm going to click on to save. I'm going over to accounts and I'm going to add an account. So I'm going to put admin. We're going to put a maximum size. Let's put it as 6. I'm going to click on save. So our next step is to go over to our C drive. I'm going over to my C drive. So start menu, computers. I'm going to click on C drive and we're going to create a folder called Squirrel Mail. So just for this tutorial, I'm just going to delete this off and I'm going to add it back. So we're going to create a folder by going into new folder, right click, new folder, and we're just going to type Squirrel Mail. Great. Our next step now, we're going to close this off and we're going over to the Squirrel Mail website. We're going to click on where we could go over to downloads right here. Wait for it to load. I'm going to select this one, this zip folder. You will be directed to a next profile, a next website. So you just wait for it to count down and automatically to download into your computer. So I'm gonna wait for this download. Let's wait. Great. So I'm gonna double click on it now. I'm gonna say close. Let's open up this folder. We're gonna highlight everything in this folder, and we're gonna extract it to the Squirrel Mail folder that we just created and not located in our C drive. So I'm going over to Squirrel Mail, right? Squirrel Mail. Gonna click on OK. Wait to extract. Gonna close this off. Our next step is to go over to our WAMP server. So if you don't have WAMP server, you can watch one of my videos, and I might try to put it in a link. I would put it in a link for you. One of my videos that shows how to install WAMP server. So let's go into our WAMP server, and we're going over to Apache. Then we go into alias directories. I'm going to add an alias. So first up, we're going to type in is mail. Well, I'm going to put dmail. I'm going to click enter. Oh, it's already existed, so let's close it off. Let's create a new name. So I'm going over to directory. I'm going to add an alias, and I'm going to say, let's say cmail. I'm going to click enter. And now we're going to direct it to our C drive. So we're going to click C, and we're going to / squirrel mail. Then we click enter. Gonna exit. Click on OK. Next, we need to go back to our C drive. So let's go over to our C drive. So start menu and then computer. Then we're going over to OS, this is our C drive. So we're going into here. Going over to the folder that we just created, the Squirrel Mail folder. Going over to config. And we're going to right click and open with Notepad, conf default. So I'm going to right click now. Open it with Notepad. And a few things we need to change from here. So let's scroll down till we see domain name. So let's see if we find it. Where is it? Alright, look at it. Domain name. We're going to change this to our domain. So which mine was Devon email.local. I'm now going to scroll down. I'm going to look for two more things to change into our domain name. So let's scroll. We need to change our IMAP server address. I'm not going to change it to my Devon email.local. So, and one more thing, we need to change to our server, to our domain address. So we're going to change our SMTP server address. So let's change this to Devon email.local. Next, we're going to scroll down to IMAP server type. So let's look for that. IM server type. And we're going to change this to HmailServer. Then we're going over to our data directory. So let's look for that. Data directory. Let's look for it. Maybe a little lower down. Let's see. Oh, great. So we're going to change this into your C drive. So let's click on C. Change it to our C drive. Next, we're going over to right underneath here to our attachment. I'm going to change this also to my C drive. To a C drive. So now we're going to save this. I'm going to save it as config. So before it was default config underscore default. So we're just going to take off default and leave it as config. And then we're going to click on save. Great. I'm going to minimize the screen, and then I'm going over to a new browser, a new tab. So let's close off this tab. I'm going to type in localhost /cmail /index .php. And from here, all you need to do is type in your admin password, and then your password, and then you'll be able to log in like a normal email, just like how you use Gmail, and send yourself an email to, well, you need to make another account, another user, but you can send an email to yourself or to another user. Thank you for watching this tutorial. My name is Devon McNeil.